What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Salehe Bembury collaboration with New Balance on the 2002 R in the Water Be the Guide colorway. This marks Salehe Bembury's second collaboration with New Balance on the 2002 R. It's a follow-up to last year's Peace Be the Journey colorway, and this one dropped on June 25th for $150 US or 200 Canadian dollars. The style code for this shoe is ML2002RJ, and the colorway is Team Teal and Rosewater. So whereas the first collaboration was inspired by Antelope Canyon in Arizona, and those colorways evoked the stillness of a desert, this one in contrast is inspired by Salehe Bembury's trip to Havasu Falls, which is situated in the Grand Canyon. So this one channels the spirit of moving water and the contrast between the waterfalls with the desert. So as a result, for this shoe, it plays much more on contrasting colors and textures. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box, and similar to last year's collaboration, these come in a custom designed box. The graphic covering the box is of course an image of Havasu Falls. We have the New Balance logo integrated on the top right corner, and then on this end of the box we have the nickname or tagline of this shoe, Water Be the Guide. So diving straight into the details, on the toe box, this is covered in this open style mesh. This mesh is done in this sandy color, which in person almost has a bit of a pinkish tone to it. Overlaid on the sides we have this reflective 3M, which is done in this teal color, and in the middle we have this hit of brown colored leather with the New Balance end logo debossed in the center. Surrounding the outer edge of the toe box we have this very hairy teal colored suede, and this suede covers the entire mid panel of the shoe as well. Stitched in the middle of the mid panel we have the shearling New Balance end logo, which is done in this dark green color, and it's embroidered on the edges with a much brighter green shade. Moving downwards surrounding the ankle collar area, we have more of that sandy colored mesh, and then below this we have another hit of reflective 3M, along with this brown leather once again, with 2002 R debossed in the center. So the hairy teal suede covers the entire upper portion of the back heel, and then covering the bottom, we have a much smoother, flatter suede, which has these perforations running across it. And then above this, in the middle of the back heel, we have this rubberized finish which kind of looks like a fingerprint pattern, and this is done in this bright green color. For the laces, these come with these teal flat style cotton laces, and they also give you two extra lace options. There's one in this green finish, and the third lace is done in that sandy pink color. The laces intertwine through this rubber overlay, which has Salehe Bembury's name written across it. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of that mesh finish, and overlaid on top we have that brown leather, which has a very premium feel to it, and there's this oval shaped cutout with New Balance running branding in the center. The insoles in these shoes are also very dope as well. They're entirely done in this corked finish, and we have New Balance and Salehe Bembury branding stamped on the heel in white. So the upper of the New Balance 2002 R sits atop this foam midsole, which is constructed out of a combination of Absorb SBS, and New Balance's Energy Foam. So the majority of the midsole is left in white, with this brown paint speckling found throughout. However, on the forefoot, we have this hit of bright green foam, and on the back heel we have these gel pillars, which kind of reminds me of Nike Shox, but they're much more low profile. And then if I flip the midsole over to the medial side, a much larger portion of this midsole is done in this green color. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your outsole, which for the most part is done in this teal colored rubber. We have these grooves throughout which exposes the white foam underneath, and this gives you that added flexibility. And then in the middle we have this green colored TPU shank plate, which is called New Balance Stability Web, and this helps to give you torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So for those wondering how these fit, so I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and for New Balance shoes I wear between a 9.5 or a 10. So for these guys, I got these in a size 10, which is technically true to size, and overall they fit me great. So to give you guys a point of reference, I go a half size down or 9.5 in New Balance models like the 992, the 993, the 998, the 990 V1, V3, V4, and V5. And in comparison, I stick true to size or a size 10 in the 2002 R, the 997, the 990 V2, the 1500, and the 1530. So hopefully that helps you in some capacity, but long story short, if you haven't worn a New Balance shoe before, I'd say it's safe to stick true to size for this model. Next up, in terms of comfort, so I've said this before in past reviews, but the midsole of the 2002 R, which is technically taken from the New Balance 860 V2, this in my opinion is super comfortable. To me, it gives me that perfect balance between softness, cushioning, and support, and it's not going to be too soft where it's mushy and painful for my arches, and at the same time it's not going to be rock hard. So it's honestly a shoe I can wear for many hours in a day. I can walk many steps in these shoes without feeling any pain or fatigue. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so this is actually a made in Vietnam pair, which explains the lower price point compared to your standard made in US or made in UK New Balances. However, honestly, the quality was off the charts. I thought the suedes, the leathers, everything they used felt super premium, and this definitely felt like an elevated collaborative shoe. So honestly, I had no complaints at all with this sneaker. The quality was great, the craftsmanship was great, so all in all, super pleased. With all that being said now, let's lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. Overall, what can I say? Salehe Bembury knocked this one out of the park once again. I know the colorway is pretty jarring and it's pretty bold, which given his first collaboration, I was not surprised at all. Between this one and the Peace Be the Journey, I probably have to give an edge to last year's. I think the colors just work a bit better together, whereas this one is a little bit more bold, there's a ton more contrast, and I can see why some people think the colors don't mesh as well together. Still, I'm super glad I was able to add these to my collection for retail, and this is just another example of New Balance continuing their super hot streak. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Salehe Bembury New Balance 2002R. Between the Water Be the Guides and the Peace Be the Journeys, which of the two do you guys prefer? And for those that are feeling this colorway, were you able to grab these for retail? And if you took an L, did you pick these up on the secondary market? If you guys like this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. And if you haven't heard, I've started a podcast as well called the Channel 8 Podcast. So the video version for that podcast is uploaded right here on my YouTube channel. But if you're looking for just the audio only version, if you're going to listen to it in the car, for example, then it's hosted on most of your major podcast platforms, including Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.